The only thing you're missing is momentum. You've got great ambitions, great dreams, great potential. You have $1 million ideas inside you. You know you want to serve, you know you want to help, and yet you're stuck, you're slow, your progress is nowhere near where it needs to be because there's not enough momentum, because you're still living in tomorrow. You have to flip it. You have to, there's one thing that if you actually understand, ingrain, adapt, apply to your life every day, is to take the ideas that I'm going to do something tomorrow and make it happen today. Switch your tomorrows with today. Your life changes. Otherwise, you will get to the end of your life looking back, regretting, knowing that you could have done more, knowing that you could have pushed harder, knowing that you were just full of excuses and you never actually took the action that was required. Switch your tomorrows and make it today. I'm a big believer in, as soon as you get an idea, do something. You get an idea, don't judge it, don't question it, trust that it comes from a good place, and then do something about it. Here's some honesty. I was actually having a hard time making this video because I was thinking about somebody. I was thinking about an entrepreneur friend of mine who's going through a little bit of a rough time, and you know what? I decided I'm gonna stop making videos because my energy isn't where it needs to be, because I'm distracted thinking about this thing, and I'm just gonna go to Instagram and send a quick message. And so I sent her a quick message. Said, hey, sending you lots of love today. Hope you're doing well. Just something quick, and we'll see if she sees it. I mean, she'll see it. We'll see what she writes back. We'll see if that leads to a bigger conversation. We'll see if that was just it, and she just gives it a heart, and just give her a little bit of blessing for today. I'm a big believer that these ideas flow through you, and we're in the business of turning off that tap. You're basically shutting off the tap of inspiration, of greatness, of genius, of momentum every single day because our head gets in the way. Because a lot of times the things that we want to do don't make sense, right? It doesn't make sense for me to stop to go do that video or to send that message. Because I'm making this, I need to make so many videos today for you guys, for the channel. I have a schedule. I'm behind right now in the schedule. But I trust that it will all work out, and I trust that I'm thinking about this person for a reason. Why am I thinking about her? Well, there must be a reason for it. So instead of, again, questioning it, judging it, I'm just gonna go do it. And it almost, I've never had it backfire. Sometimes it turns to be the greatest thing of all time. Sometimes it's just this one-off moment. But as long as the intention is good, learn to trust your judgment. So I'm okay that I delayed making this video so that I can go send my friend a little bit of love today. I feel better. And now I'm showing up for you guys better. And I have a good story to tell for this video. So how do you do it? Because this is a big challenge. This is a giant challenge for so many entrepreneurs. How do you actually do it? How do you get out of your head? How do you get unstuck? How do you get into momentum land? I'm gonna give you 3 big ideas. Three, okay? Number 1 is go from idea to action. Idea to action, idea to action, idea to action, idea to action. Stop shutting off your ideas. Stop judging the ideas. Stop telling yourself that you can't do it. Stop telling yourself you can do it tomorrow. Stop finding ways to delay. As soon as your head gets in the way, you lose. Because a lot of the ideas that you have don't really make sense. Your heart is making new things happen. Your heart can imagine a world that hasn't existed yet. Your heart can birth something new into the world, where your head only understands a world that currently exists. So your head is designed to keep you safe, practical, and small. And so as soon as you get an idea, as long as it's coming from a good place, right? It's not an idea to screw somebody over, to hurt somebody, or to cause harm or something like that, right? It's coming from a good place. Is your intent positive? Yes, great, go do something about it. Just default, just learn to shut off your brain. This is what I've done. This is what has led to so much momentum in my life, is I've learned to just shut off my brain in those moments and say, okay, this idea is flowing through me. I have to go do something about it right now, today. Not even like later today, immediately, right now. This thing has to happen right now. Why? Because the idea came to me. Let that be justification enough that the idea came to you, therefore you must do something on it right now. The idea came to you in this moment, therefore you must go do something about it right now. Stop overthinking it. Get out of your head. The head is not allowed into the equation anymore, and watch magical things happen in your life and in your business. Step number 2 is apply the 2% difference. And what the 2% difference is most of us, when we get great ideas, what we do is we start planning. We start planning, we plan, we research, you make the perfect business plan, we plan. And I was a guy who made the perfect business plan and lost a $40 million deal because I took too long to do it. right? We're so busy trying to be perfect that we don't do anything. And so instead of planning to try to get to 100%, which is what we're trying to do, what's my plan to accomplish my goal? And in theory, it sounds like a good idea, right? It sounds like this is what you should be doing. In theory, it sounds great. What's my plan to get to 100%, to get my goal? The problem is it doesn't account for motivation, for energy, because what's going to happen is you're going to spend your best hours, your best energy. You're feeling bold about an idea you've got. Great. You're going to spend those bold moments making your plan, and then you're going to be excited about your plan. And then the next day you're going to wake up and say, oh, I can't do that plan. You look over your plan and say, I can't do this. I've never done this. I don't have the school, education, background, parents, resources, connections, finances, XYZ. I can't do this. So no matter how perfect a plan is, you still don't execute because you don't believe that you can execute on it. So the problem is we spent all of our best moments, you spent your best energy on planning instead of doing. Where the 2% difference is, instead of planning to get to 100%, just execute the first 2%. What's the first 2%? It's going to be imperfect. The whole idea is not to get to 100% with our first plan. That's not it. Planning will come, but it's not the first step. Planning will come. I'm going to repeat that because it's important. Planning will come. It is important, but it's not your first step. Your first step is action. Let's say you want to lose weight. Great. You're going to go to the gym. Awesome. What workout should you do? Should you be doing cardio? Should you be doing CrossFit? Should you be doing weights? Should you be doing... There's so many different plans. You could get lost in research, right? You're going to get lost in research. There's so many different options. What's going to happen is you research, and it becomes overwhelming, then becomes, oh my gosh, this is too crazy. I'm not going to do it. And you fall back down to where you were. What's the best thing you do? What's the 2% difference? The 2% difference, here it is. You want to get in better shape. Great. The 2% difference is you go do 5 push-ups. Or the 2% difference is you go for a 20-minute walk, right? Or a 2-minute run, or you take some stairs today. Like the 2% difference is you just go do something. If that was my goal right now, I would get out of the car, go out, maybe not on there because, you know, the driveway there because it's cars, but go on the sidewalk and do as many push-ups as I could. Maybe I could do 25 push-ups, right? That's what I would do. That's the 2% difference. Now, will those 25 push-ups make me healthier? No. Not really, not in the grand scheme of things. Like, what are 25 push-ups? What's one flight of stairs? What's one little walk? Nothing. And this is where we judge ourselves and say, well, this is not a good idea because we need to have the whole plan. But will those 25 push-ups actually make the difference? Yes, yes, yes. It's more important than the plan. Why? Because you're showing yourself that you take action, that you create momentum. You're finally proving to yourself, that you're the kind of person who follows through. And so the push-ups on the sidewalk there are the best thing you can do. You get an idea. You don't worry yet about the perfect plan. You go create immediate action, that 2%, the first 2%. And then you can start the plan, right? You go do your push-ups, great. Now you create a plan for tomorrow. And then you do more work tomorrow. And then you create a plan for the next day. And you slowly start building out your plan as you get going. Because newsflash, guys, your plan is not going to be perfect anyway. You spend all this time making this perfect plan. It's not going to be perfect anyway. You're going to get out and start testing it, and you're going to find that most of it doesn't work anyway. Great. You have to adjust. This is a game of adjusting. Momentum, the first 2%, the 2% difference, apply it. And then the third thing I would say is get some kind of community around you. Get some community of action takers, of movement makers. I say movement makers because I have my own community called Movement Makers. But get a community. Get around people who are taking action. Because for too many of you, you are the biggest action taker in your community, in your circle, in your family. You're doing more than the people around you already, but it's nothing compared to what you could do. And when you compare yourself, or even not even comparison, like an active comparison, it's a passive comparison. You feel like you're doing more than the people around you. Great, there's nobody lifting you up, pulling you up, saying, hey, let's go do this. I guarantee you, if you started hanging around people who are doing more, you would start to want to do more. You would start to get closer to your potential. You would start to say, I know I can do more than this. Let's go. Let's stop. Suddenly the excuses that you have in your head, the reasons why you can't do it, are no longer valid. They suddenly disappear because you've gotten yourself into a different group. Now, that could be a physical group, like somebody who you're actually meeting regularly, or it could be like this. I get my biggest community through the videos that I watch and the videos that I create. That's why I have Enspresso, so that Monday to Friday, every morning, we've got a video for you to learn, to get your shot of Enspresso, to be around people like Tony Robbins and Oprah Winfrey and the people who inspire me and hopefully inspire you. So if that's how you learn, awesome. There's an Enspresso video for you 5 days a week. If it's other channels, if it's my top 10 channel or somebody else, great, follow them. If you actually need people, look to join a community, look to join Movement Makers. That's my community. Look to join somebody else's community. Look to be around. I'm telling you, when you're around people who are doing things, who are moving, who are taking action, who are overcoming their fears, who are facing their challenges, it will inspire you to live a bigger life. It'll inspire you to have more courage to show up for yourself, for your family, for your community, for your country, for the people around you. It will. It has to happen. There's an energy to this, and we're too locked up in our heads, which are designed, again, to keep us safe, scared, and small. You have to tap into the energy. You have to tap into your heart, and being around people who are doing it will explode that forward for you in a way that you can't imagine. You're a genius. You're a genius. You've got heart, you've got soul, you've got compassion. You want to make a difference. You want to serve. You want to make an impact. And you know you can. You know you can. Deep down, there's this little voice inside you fighting to come out saying, you know you can do this. The only thing you're missing is momentum. It's time to get it today. If you want another Evan Rant video that just might give you the confidence you need, check it out right there next to me. I think you'll enjoy it. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there. You are where you are right now in your life and your business because of you. Because of your mindset, your actions, your habits, your beliefs, you're where you're at